Yo guys, what is happening, Mobile Games, and welcome to another episode of the Minecraft City Let's Play series. Today I'm currently standing in front of what we're about to build. I know. How is he that prepared? I can't believe he's that prepared. How did he come up with that all before the video started? Wow, I know. Yeah, I decided to actually start off here with the base because you know what I've noticed? These videos, not that they're even too long, they're not too long, but they can sometimes carry out a little bit, especially at the beginning as we're doing sort of more boring stuff for the base of the building. I know not all you guys want to see the bases of the buildings anyway, so I figured let me jump ahead here real quick, try it out, build the base before I come on camera, or camera, is this a camera? Before I come on the screen recording app, and let me put together something, a little base. So this is what I got. What I want to be doing today though is building kind of another old style building. I know we have one over there that kind of uses the same sort of theme. We also have this one obviously with the bricks. We have this one here. I just love the look of these buildings though, and I figured why not make another one. I'm gonna try not to steal too many things from these other ones, try to be a little bit more creative. Is that, oh, those are the streetlights. I was gonna say those aren't at the right height. But yeah, I want to do lots and lots of old style buildings in the city. Of course, it's going to be kind of a New York themed city, and for that reason I want to do lots of older stuff. So hopefully this kind of turns out cool. But what we're going to do, in fact, we'll do this right here. What we're going to do is we're going to build another version of those kind of buildings. Not another version, but just another old style building here in the world to fill in this little spot that we had here. It's not going to be very tall. Just going to be a really nice, hopefully detailed little building. So what I'm doing right now is actually finishing up the base. Basically what I've done with the base is I've done these 3 wide window sections. This one's kind of interesting. It's double layered, and this may have been a little bit complicated for me to explain after the fact. But we have these 2 layered walls and the stones on the inside one. So we've got 5 of those on either side. And then these M ones, though, are split up with just a 1 wide barrier. This block just sits on a diagonal in the corner, and then we have these 3 wide sections that join in the corners. And that's basically it. Pretty simple concept there. And now what I'm doing is I'm actually adding an extra little cool layer here, and the whole idea is to have some form of light, and I'm not sure how I want to do it yet. In fact, I know now. We're going to do this. So we're going to do something like this, and that should give us that double layered look. Yeah, which is exactly what I'm going for. Perfect. So I'm going to go around and do this, and then I'm going to duplicate the layer that we have below it and put it on top as a little bit of a conclusion to this base layer. And then we'll get working on the actual build itself. All right, so I've got this kind of cool little light layer down. Not sure how it's going to actually turn out looking, but for right now, I think it looks half decent. So we'll see what it looks when we have this other layer on top of it. There we go, something like that. We are pretty good there. I like that. So that is kind of what we got going on. And what I'm thinking is we also need to have maybe like these little bits that come up in here. I don't know. You know, I've been trying to come up. There's so many different ways you can detail these buildings. I think I want to try this. So is that really what we have for sandstone stairs? Or do we have other? Oh, wait, this is the one I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm going to actually separate those all like that. I think that just looks a little bit better. But yeah, there's so many little detail things you can do throughout these style buildings, which make them look totally different. Like if you go ahead and do a really detailed version of this versus a plain one, they're different styles entirely in themselves. And I think that you can make these buildings look really great if you go ahead and add just little things like this. Not suggesting that this one's going to be amazing, because to be honest, when it comes down to the very micro details like this, I'm not great with them. So, you know, I'm going to give it my best shot. But for right now, we're just going to play around with this. Also, guys, I've been coming up with some pretty cool ideas lately regarding this channel, and I have one that's actually really cool where I want to actually get somebody. I'm not going to spoil too much of the video because it's going to be coming out soon, but essentially what I want to do is get somebody to build something for us in this world, and you know, I think it will turn out looking really cool. Maybe get somebody with a little bit more skill than I have, and then we can go ahead and tour it. But I think in doing so, we can, you know, introduce a new sort of flavor almost to the world. Next level of detail. Maybe we can learn level. Why did I say level? Level of detail. Maybe we can learn something from it. I think it would be a really cool thing to do, though. So I'm going to look into that. And again, I don't want to give out too many details. It might not make sense yet. But what we're going to do here is going to be pretty cool in this world coming up. So I'm going to see about that. And I know I'm not saying too much. But anyway, yeah, I think we're going to get somebody to build something in here. I think it could be really cool. I'm also just going around at the moment, filling in all these windows with some black stained glass. Not the most fun thing in the world, but it has to be done. Yes, I could have used the fill command for this. I know. I'm sorry. I should have, but whatever. Also, I know I still have a request to do a special building in a special sort of height and width, you know, dimensions or whatever it was. I'm going to challenge myself to do that, but not today. I'm going to do it another day. I will get around to it, though, I'm sure. I also sought to do the taxi depot. I know, I'm so behind on that stuff. Somebody asked me about a taxi depot a while ago, and I still feel very obligated to do so. So I'm going to look into some taxi depots and get one going eventually one of these days. And it will happen. There will be a taxi depot in this city. Mark my words right now. Anyway, I'm liking the look of that base. It doesn't look too bad. Which now brings us to the actual build. Fun stuff. All right, I want to use the one wide windows. I think they just kind of look best and they will suit this kind of style. All right, so actually, no, we'll clone this and move it over to the other side. I'm just trying to think about the most efficient way to do this quickly. There we go, and then we'll do another layer of it in here. These are just 1 wide by 4 tall pillars that go in between the windows, I guess. Yeah, and they're going to carry out throughout the entire building here. They might be 2 blocks thick, actually. I'm not sure. Actually, they will be 2 blocks thick, I suppose. Or no, will they? You know what? They're not going to be 2 blocks thick. I have an idea as to what we can do on the inside here that might make this building even look a little bit more modern from the inside, which would be nice. Without, of course, killing any of the aesthetic that you're going to get from the outside, which will be really cool. All right, so I think I'm going to do these little double layered things along here in between each one of these windows as sort of a sill. I guess I could have put these in and then clone these afterwards with the minute. In fact, this one's still here, right, as the latest thing? Nope, never mind. I don't know, whatever. We're just going to go along with this. Cool, so those are all now in place. Now what I want to do is I want to go on the floor level here and fill in with some light gray concrete, I suppose, would be the best fit for this build. Cool, now for the fun part where I want to go from here all the way over to the other side. This should hopefully turn out looking half decent. We're going to be going with black stained glass. Then we're going to remove the little layer here on the inside. Or not the little layer, but the middle layer. Oh boy. And then air. And now we have this kind of very cool modern interior with a pretty old looking exterior. That's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Now I want to go ahead and actually add in a sandstone slab here at the top of each one. And this is going to kind of add another sort of layer of a floor in between each floor. So you'll kind of see as we clone it up, I think it will look really cool, but we'll just go ahead and do this. All right, so that's basically the design that we are going for. I'm going to go ahead and add some torches now on the inside, I guess splitting like every 3rd block or something. I like how you can place torches on glass now. I don't feel like I've talked about that enough. This is a really cool feature that they added. Does it look amazing? No, especially not from the other side of the glass, but when we're doing something like this where you can't even see the other side, it works very well. Okay, that's that. We're going to go ahead and clone this now, starting right here, all the way over to here, and then back all the way over to here. Oh my gosh. What even just happened? Oh my gosh, I just used a fill command. Oh no. Wow, that's why you gotta be careful while using the clone command. I can't believe I just did that. And then I pressed enter and everything. What? Oh no. Alright guys, I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm gonna rebuild everything that we just had set up there. That really sucks. But I'm not gonna rage quit. I'm just gonna go ahead and redo it. Here we go. And we'll go back to cleaning it up. And we're back. That only took a little bit of time and, you know, following my own tutorial. But anyway, we got our basic design back, and I'm pretty sure this is all accurate as to how we had it. So that's not how you do that in terms of cloning. How you want to clone is use the actual clone command, not the fill command, and grab both corners of it like so. And now we should be able to clone it up without putting acacia fences down, which was just, I'm not even sure how that happened. Anyway, we're going to go ahead here and see what we can get done. Okay, it's looking all right now. I think I want to go a little bit higher, but not too high. It's just going to be like a very basic low building. That's probably about where I want it. And now what we're going to do is clone this layer that we had going on right here onto it, and this should be basically it. There we go. I add this top layer on here with the roof and left it open too, so it has a nice little design. But anyway, let's head to the outside now and see what we think. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's a nice little style building. I feel like that's a very traditional looking building. Very like almost... It almost looks like Western, even though Western buildings aren't that big. But you know what I mean? Like it's got that kind of style. Anyway, I'm happy with that. That looks like it's gonna fit in here really nicely, and it's a nice little addition for sure. I actually really like how that one turned out. Look how you're coming down the street here, and it feels like very. I really like that one. I really do. Okay, cool. So there we have it. We had our own little struggles throughout this video. Obviously, recording it or not recording it, replacing it with acacia fences. That was, oh boy. Yeah, it's been a long night. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the video here so I can get it edited and uploaded for you guys. If you guys have any suggestions for other builds that you'd like to see me build, please leave them down below. I'm always open to a challenge and building some new stuff in the world. So definitely let me know what you're thinking. Anyway, I'm going to end the video there. If you guys enjoy, please don't forget to go below, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video.